adjust. Hey guys, I'm Kat. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about something that that I wasn't going to talk about, or that I said I was going to talk about if there were any updates, and that is my thyroid. Because it's super exciting stuff. So I have hypothyroidism. I don't have a way to segue into that. So I have hypothyroidism, and what hypothyroidism is, in the simplest of terms, is when your thyroid isn't producing enough thyroid hormone on its own, so you have to take a synthetic thyroid hormone. So basically, and I'm just going to quickly touch on this, I'll actually post the videos in the description below so you can watch them, so you can get caught up. But I had to get the right side of my thyroid taken out. I had a cyst and a nodule on it, so they had to take it out. And that was 3 months ago on the 16th of March. So that'll be 3 months tomorrow, on the 16th of March. And that's what this lovely scar is. So I had to get the right side of my thyroid taken out, and 6 months after the surgery, I had to go get my blood taken because they said that there was a chance that the left side of my thyroid would be able to produce enough hormone on its own, so I wouldn't have to take medication for it. So 6 months after the surgery, after I gave my thyroid enough time to kind of process everything, I went and got my blood taken, which was an interesting process, might I add. And I found out on the 14th of May that the left side of my thyroid isn't producing enough hormone on its own. So I had to start taking levothyroxine. And levothyroxine is a synthetic hormone. I take 100 milligrams. I don't know if that is the highest dose or the lowest dose. I'm not quite sure. But that is what I take. And I kind of, after my surgery, I started to notice certain things, which I thought it was because of stress, and I just had surgery and it's just been this big old thing. So I thought that certain things that were happening were normal. For example, my depression was so much worse than normal, because my depression, it ramps up. It kind of goes in waves. It's like a roller coaster, but over the years, I've learned how to deal with it. But not too long after my surgery and I started to recover, I started to notice that my depression was getting so bad and intense that I started having really bad thoughts about myself and other things, and I just wasn't happy, and I felt like I was losing my mind, and my hair, it became so dry and brittle that it started to fall out really bad, to the point where it was like strands, like about maybe, like hair maybe about this thick, like would fall out. I'd take a shower and it would just come out. Like I was losing enough hair to where I could potentially make like a small wig. Like it was starting to get really bad, and my fingernails were more brittle than usual. And my skin, oh my God, my skin became so freaking dry. And I pride myself on being very moisturized and soft, so it drives me bananas when my skin is dry, and it just got bad. And I thought these were all just things from stress, things that happened because I had surgery and all the stress and how much money I owe the government now. So I thought they were all normal things. But learning after doing some research, after I found out that I have hypothyroidism, those were all symptoms of hypothyroidism and of my thyroid not producing enough hormone. And I should have done more research before that, because that way when I noticed those things, I should have called my doctor, but it didn't really occur to me that those were things. So those were things that I started to notice. I've only been taking the levothyroxine for a month. It'll be a month on Sunday, on the 17th. I will be taking levothyroxine then, and I haven't really noticed very many differences. I have noticed some. For example, my emotions are kind of roller coastery, but they're more, I can get a grip on them better. Before I couldn't. My anxiety is still pretty bad, but I'm learning how to get a grip on that. My hair doesn't fall out as bad as it did. So you lose 100 strands of hair a day, especially when you have long hair like I do. But it is a difference from when my hair was falling out then to now. My hair falls out, but not as bad. And my hair is still pretty dry, but that's because I dyed it and I processed it. It was just a thing that I did to it. And my hair has always been dry, and I need to get the ends cut off because they're dead, but it's not as bad. And my fingernails, they are much longer now than they were. Like before, I couldn't grow out my fingernails like this. So they're a lot better. And my skin, it's still pretty dry, but it's not as dry. So that's really the only differences I've seen. I've read stories about people only noticing differences like weeks after, months after, even a year after. So it's kind of, you know, a learning thing. I'm kind of learning about myself again, almost like going through puberty again in a sense. I have noticed that I have gained a little bit of weight because hypothyroidism does make you gain some weight. So there's that. Oh, and another thing that I noticed before was I would get so tired, like exhausted for no reason. And I still get really tired and exhausted, but not as bad as I did before. So, but it's gotten better. And I take a whole fucking plethora of fucking vitamins. I take Women's Vita Fusion multivitamin, which is probably why my hair is getting better, because this has biotin in it, and that's really good to take when you have hypothyroidism because it really helps your hair. I'm taking selenium, or selenium. It's a really good antioxidant, and it's supposed to help your immune system and stuff, and fight damaging cells and free radicals and stuff like that, which is good. It helps your thyroid with toxins. I take zinc, which zinc helps cell growth development, and it also helps your weight. And then I take Super B complex because it's just really good. I took Super B complex before. And then another thing that I take that helps with the weight and the water is apple cider vinegar pills. I was taking shots, do not like the shots, made me want to barf. Another thing is that makes this ordeal much better is that I'm also lactose intolerant. So, you know, that's great. There are things I'm not supposed to eat with hypothyroidism, and a good thing you're supposed to eat is dairy. And I can't eat it. So, and I'm going to do a video about that later. But yeah, that's just an update about my thyroid and what's going on. And I have hypothyroidism now. So I have to make life changes and try new things and stuff like that. So it's going to be a journey. And I don't know if I'm going to make videos about it or not, but we'll see. But yeah, that is the newest thyroid update. I'm thinking about doing updates every month just to see if there's any difference in writing stuff down. But yeah, so if anybody out there has hypothyroidism, has some good advice, please let me know, because this is a whole new experience for me. But yeah, so that's what's going on in my life. Welcome to my kitchen, by the way. We're sitting in the kitchen. And yeah, so thank you for joining me in this video. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos whenever I make them, hit that bell notification and subscribe, I guess, if you'd like. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day and a beautiful night. And this is Kat signing off. Forgot my intro. Bye.